Our coverage of the 11U Cal Ripken World Series is made possible by Blue Crew, for all of your umpire needs. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. Visit Michigan City LaPorte. Closer than you think, better than you imagine. Ironworkers Local 395. Proud to be union. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Bricklayers Local 4. The best hands in the business. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made. Diamond Plate Eatery and Pub. Eat, drink, play. IBEW Local 697. Proud to support high school sports. American Testing Services. America's trusted name in NDT. Public Bar and Rec. Make it public. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. You're watching the 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to live video coverage of the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network. We come to you today from the Crown Point Sportsplex here in beautiful Crown Point, Indiana, as we've got the semifinals getting started for you. We'll have a champion for you here at the Cal Ripken World Series. This is semifinal number 1 as Peachtree out of Crozet, Virginia, takes on Visalia out of Visalia, California. So an extra good morning to everyone out in California, and a late good morning to everyone in Virginia. Michael Brenner here on site to bring you all the action here for this first semifinal. Joining me with the color analysis is my dad, Ron Bradner. Dad, well, in honor of the Field of Dreams game the other night, I don't know what the equivalent of a broadcast would be for this phrase, but you want to have a catch?
Yeah, let's play some catch. It's not too bad outside.
Yeah, not too bad. We got some overcast skies. It's sprinkling out there a little bit, spitting on the fans here, but at the same time, we're ready for baseball as the introductions are being made here on field number 9, the championship field, which has some beautiful stadium seating as our umpires are getting ready to make their way out as well. We have got some great action for you here. The semifinals, we are down to the final 4 of this Cal Ripken World Series. Over 20 teams started, and then obviously throughout the course of this week, and it was a crazy week with weather and having to change the plans up a little bit. We are here getting ready to crown a World Series champion, and that'll be done here in just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be hopefully a drier day as we go on, and sun might come out. These kids are ready to play in any weather, though.
Yeah, they're ready to just get this thing going. They've been having fun. They played yesterday. Weather was pretty much almost the same. A little sprinkles here and there, but overcast skies, which I don't know if that makes it harder, easier to potentially catch a pop-up ball, but we'll see how that plays in effect a little bit later on here. But we're going to tune you in at this time to the Cal Ripken Pledge and the national anthem. Great rendition of our national anthem as we get set for this matchup between Peachtree. They were number 6 in the bracket, followed by Visalia, the number 3 team in the bracket. Both teams advancing on yesterday. So getting to play here today. Looks like we are going to have 6 umpires today, 1 at each base and 1 down the foul lines as well. So went from a 3-man crew to now a 6-man crew. We had a 4-man crew yesterday. So semifinals and championship game get the special treatment with all of our great umpires that we've had here this week.
Yeah, you don't want to miss a call, because you're short an umpire out of position, or this will make it way easier for the kids, the fans. Everyone will know what's in play, what's out of play.
And I know we got backup officials here in the stands that are waiting probably their game a little bit later on as well. So if something were to happen, we got backups here to take those places. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for the game today. Let's take a look at Peachtree first. Leading off will be number 4, that's Braxton Simmons, the shortstop. Followed by number 41, that's Gray Palmer. He patrols third base. And then number 11 in the lineup, he'll be the starting pitcher today. That's Rawlings Camrath. Then number 44, that's Jack Watson, who's the catcher. Followed by number 12, that's Parker Lambert, the left fielder. And then we got number 7, Jackson McKinney, who is the second baseman. Followed by number 1, Teddy James Weaver, the right fielder. Followed by that is number 6, that is Andrew Haley over at first base. Then number 42, Shane Stepp, the extra player in the lineup today. Followed by number 19 is Colin Burt, the center fielder. Defensively for Visalia today, Miller, Chesser, and Peters from left to right in the outfield. Villarreal and Upham on the left side of the infield from third and short, and then Sweeney and Acevedo on the right side at second and first, and then Hahn behind the dish for the starting pitcher today for Visalia, which will be Ricardo Rios. Rios with a 0 ERA. He's given up just 2 hits in 5 innings pitched so far here in this Cal Ripken tournament. Couple of walks, 8 strikeouts. So he'll take his warm-up tosses here as he gets ready to go to work against Peachtree out of Crozet, Virginia. Our game day forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. It is a very comfortable 74 degrees, a little rain in the forecast for a while, but we're hoping that it stays very light and variable, if you will, so that way we can get these games in with no issues whatsoever. So that is your game day forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. They're keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter, and you can visit them on the web at 48jobdoneright.com. And if you're looking for a winning formula, we've got one. Region Sports is powered by Pulse Technology, the official toner provider of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. So semifinals here for the right to go to the championship game of this Cal Ripken World Series. Don't see it too often where I see just one of the 3 flags kind of moving out there, but starting to die off a little bit there.
Yeah, pretty good conditions other than the fact there's no sun, which will definitely help the fielders. There'll be no sun factor to...
Yeah, don't need the sunglasses probably for this one for a little while. Maybe, hopefully start to peek through a little bit. As fans filing in, we've had some great fan bases here this week who have traveled from all parts of not only the country, Dad, but we've had teams from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Curacao, so from all over the place coming here to the hub city in Crown Point. Glad you're with us as we get set for the semifinal matchup. And the first pitch from Rios is in there for strike 1. Little righty-righty matchup here against Braxton Simmons. Simmons batting .250 here in this tournament. Few walks and a stolen base to his credit here. This one lifted out the air to left. Miller there to catch it. And he's got it. No problem. So this will bring up Palmer now. Palmer 3 for 10 in this tournament. He's got the sleeves up. He's ready to show some power with the muscle display he's showing there.
Yeah.
Third baseman today, so he's got the strong arm. You know that. First pitch from Rios. In there for a called strike. So 0-1.
Nice little breaking ball there to start him off. The First batter with a fastball, second batter with a curveball, keep them off balance.
This pitch kind of flared out into right. This will dump down for a hit. Now, one thing about these games is just because it hits the outfield does not guarantee you it's going to be a hit. Those shots to right could easily become 9-3 putouts, but not for Palmer there. He had the arms shown off there to display that power. He's now 4 for 11 in the tournament.
Yeah, a little bit harder for the right fielder to throw these kids out. You got a little bit more power. Right fielder has to respect some of that, play a little bit deeper.
Cameron batting .333. He bunts this one down the third baseline. It's a beauty. Picked up over there with the third, and it's not going to be in time. Runner gets a good leadoff second, but everybody converges on the third base back, so it's an infield single for Camrath.
Yeah, that was a well-placed ball right down the third base line. Made the third baseman come in and field it, and then your runner from first to second is watching to see whether the shortstop covers third or not. Base was open for a little bit, but the third baseman really recovered and got back to his bag.
Fifth hit of the tournament for Camrath. Going all the way back to last week when this whole World Series started. Jack Watson now, the catcher. Cleanup hitter for Peachtree. He's batting .300. He's 3 for 10. He's driven in 3 so far this tournament. He's got one runner in scoring position out there at second right now. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch from Rios comes inside. Ball gets away. Runners are going to advance on the wild pitch. So now changes the at-bat a little bit in the sense that now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. If you deposit one in the outfield, you're scoring at least 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, that's outfield not too deep, so it'd be hard to score on a hard hit ball, but something that rolls through the infield might score 2.
No infield grass, so it's kind of hard to tell kind of where you want to fully play defensively to an extent, I would imagine, because you're used to seeing kind of a bigger infield maybe, or at least tell where the grass is versus where the line for the dirt is. Is that pitch is a strike here to Watson?
Yeah, nice curveball there. Kept it on the outside half. Not going to let him just pull it to left as hard as he can. Yeah, it's hard with no infield grass to know, they're
no roll to slow it down either, though.
Yeah, but
we're all playing turf here in the middle. Pitch misses outside. Way to keep it in front of him is Hahn.
Really nice stop by Hahn there to keep that ball in. Yeah, I'm not sure if the padded concrete behind him the ball will ricochet back to him enough that runners can't score from third on a wild pitch, but that was a really nice stop.
Comes the 2-1 pitch. That's on the outer edge for a strike. So it's 3-2 now, I beg your pardon. So full count here now to Watson. So big pitch here for Rios. Trying to get his second out, excuse me. Here's the pitch. This one on the ground, right side. Sweeney picks it up, throws to second for the second out. 1 run is in, though, so the RBI ground out for Watson, and it's 1-0 Peachtree.
Yeah, that's a way to just put the ball in play, make the fielders make the play, but that gets your first run in, productive out. That's what you like to see.
Camrath down to third as well. Here's Parker Lambert. That pitch skips away, and the second run is going to come in, and it's 2-0 Peachtree. So now I would imagine this helps Rios a little bit in the sense that now he doesn't have to worry about anybody on the bases. He can just go at the hitter here. But Parker Lambert wants to keep this thing going.
Yeah, he can go back to the windup, just concentrate on the batter. Doesn't have to worry about the runners holding anybody on.
Yeah, he's going to go from the windup here. Lambert 3 for 13 in this tournament, looking to go 4 for 14. Takes that one low. So 2-0 the count here to Lambert, the left fielder. 3-0 the count here.
Yeah, Lambert with a really good eye there. Not going to give in if it's not his pitch. He's not going to just give him a strike.
Shows bunt here to maybe try to mix things up. Takes that pitch for a strike.
Yeah, trying to just block the pitcher's eye of the catcher, put the bat out there, try to draw that fourth ball, but that was a take all the way.
3-1 is ball 4 now. So now lineup keeps on moving for Peachtree.
That was a really good bat from Lambert. Didn't fall in for anything. Took the one strike at 3-0, but didn't give in and have a bad swing.
McKinney having a great tournament so far. 417. He's 5 for 12. Keep an eye for Lambert out there at first base. Couple stolen bases here in this tournament. Step off from Rios.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been going on first movement there. He almost got caught leaning the wrong direction there at first base.
Dances off first. Here's the throw. Not going to be in time. See a lot of that here at the Cal Ripken World Series. See a lot of the tosses over to first. Nobody's booing, though, like you see in the majors. Which is okay. We're good. We're fine with it.
Yeah. That's not a bad play here. You're trying to catch a runner just leaning a little bit too far. Yeah, no two throws to first, and you don't get him the next time he gets a free stolen base.
And we see a lot of stolen bases at this 11U level as well. There he goes, down to second. Here's the throw. It's going to be into center field, but Lambert not going to be able to advance. So it's a stolen base for Lambert, his third of the tournament. We mentioned McKinney now. He's got 3 RBIs this tournament, looking for number 4 here. The runner in scoring position. Still hasn't seen a pitch yet. This one bunted right in front of the plate. It's a beauty. The throw to first is going to be just in time. 2-3 on the putout to retire the side. But Peachtree gets 2 across the board. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strack and Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack and Van Til.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports, as we are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. We go bottom of the first here at the Sportsplex in beautiful Crown Point, Indiana. Take a look at the Visalia starting lineup, the number 3 team in the bracket. Leading off will be number 12, the left fielder. He's been having a heck of a game, and if he gets on base, he is a menace on the bases. That's Henry Miller, followed by number 23, Leo Villarreal, the third baseman, followed by number 24. We got Julian Acevedo, plays first base over there. Number 7, Bo Chesser in the cleanup spot, patrolling center field. Followed by number 42, that's Ricardo Rios. He's the pitcher today for Visalia. Followed by number 1, Jackson Hahn, the catcher. Then number 9, Jack Peters, the right fielder, followed by number 4, that's Evan Upham, the shortstop. And then rounding it out is number 10, Tyler Sweeney, the second baseman. First pitch from Camrath misses outside. Lambert, Burt, and Weaver in the outfield from left to right. Palmer, Simmons on the left side of the infield at third and short. McKinney and Haley on the right side, second and first. Watson behind the dish for Camrath as the pitch goes outside, 2-0. Here to Henry Miller. Mentioned Henry Miller having himself a great tournament, batting .750. He is 9 for 12.
Just like you'd like to see out of your leadoff batter, getting on three out of every 4 at bats. That's how you get ranked number 3 in the tournament.
He's got 3 long balls to his name as well. He hit one yesterday on this field. This one lifted in the air to left. This one going back. We talk about homers. There's number 4. Henry Miller deposits one into left center field and cuts the deficit in half.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter. He got that up. You talk about launch angle. He put that up on the batting cage net out in the left center field.
Well, the semifinal, that's a way to get things started for your team. And now Visalia has a tough act to follow, but he's making his way up now.
Yeah, Miller really helping Rios. Probably calm him down now. Cut the lead in half. Maybe Rios can come in here and settle himself down and get more outs.
First pitch to Visalia. They're going to check down and no swing. Visalia also having a really nice tournament, 6 for 14. Again, that's all the games so far. That one comes inside, so.
Yeah, that last pitch, you can see the catcher trying to wound up. They're trying to get the pitch from the dugout a little bit late, so they had to get a little time out there.
It's 2-0 the count here as this one skips in there. And I've never really thrown out of a makeshift mound like that, so I don't know if sometimes the footing can get interesting, but everybody's got the same set to deal with. As that's called a strike, so Visalia will have to come back here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the mound itself is smaller than a mound would be if you were playing on a regular field. You always have the elevation because the mound is higher than the rest of the infield, but doesn't look like either pitcher is falling off of it.
This one lifted in the air to left. This will get out of play, though. So this will run the count full. So just like that, Cameron had him 3-0, and now he's battling right back and has a full count. But everybody's playing on the same conditions, so works out either way.
Yeah, I'm sure these kids that are pitching have pitched off this kind of mound.
Oh, 100%, everywhere they go.
Thousands of pitches.
And the facilities here in Crown Point, always top-notch.
Yeah, so even when you're out of season, you're playing in just pitching indoors, this is what they would be pitching off of.
Payoff pitch on the inside part for a called strike. So Camrath comes back and gets him for out number 1. And now Julian Acevedo makes his way to the dish.
Yeah, that was a really nice pitch. Started that inside, broke it right into the inside corner. Buckled the batter just a little bit, caught right on the inside corner. That was a really nice pitch.
Mentioned guys having good tournaments. Acevedo's also one of them. He's batting over 400. That one comes inside, almost hits Acevedo.
So he's now started all 3 batters with a ball, so.
Just going to get himself regrouped here, step off, and he's going to regather himself. Looks like his first baseman, Haley, going to go have a chat with him real quick and just say, hey, man, we're just here to play ball. Just go play catch with Watson over there, and we're good to go.
Yeah, that could have been a coach telling another day, just calm him down a little bit. Just a quick little talk. Ask him what he's having for lunch.
That pitch into Acevedo's in there for a strike. So, obviously on a team there's friendships, in smaller groups, smaller cliques sometimes, and never know, that could be one of those ones right there. If that comes back and fouls that one away, so Acevedo asking about something. I don't know if he's having a hard time holding on to the bat because he lost the handle of the bat.
Yeah, he's wearing gloves, and you got the rubber bats because these are all the aluminum bats.
I've actually seen a fair amount of kids with no batting gloves. So that might be something on that bat where he's having a hard time gripping it. Yeah, so the rubber on the bottom of the bat might be worn a little bit, or it's just wet. His hands may be wet.
A little bit wet. His gloves might be a little bit wet.
Well, ordering groceries has never been easier with online shopping at Strachan Van Til. Save time and money. In-store sale prices, pickup or delivery, online coupons, rewards, points, and more. Shop StrachanVanTil.com today. I'll probably have to make a trip over there a little bit later. Get me some new groceries.
Yeah, 1 and 2 here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that curveball curve outside. That fastball.
Does come outside, but on the fastball, as you mentioned. So evens the count at 2. Kind of changing that eye level there maybe for Acevedo. Just changing the... This one fouled back to the screen. Definitely changing the pitch speed on that one.
Yeah, curveball. I think he needs that one that starts on the inner half and breaks back over to the plate. He had Villareal really guessing there. So we'll see what happens here at 2 and 2.
Comes a 2-2. This one will be fouled away towards the screen.
Stuck with the fastball there away.
Don't worry, your car's not in jeopardy over there. There's a whole other field behind us in that direction, so you're good. Comes another 2-2. Comes in and blunks Acevedo. He's like, I'm all good. Let me take the drip off and let's run on down to first base and get some lineup moving there. The nice trot down to first. Love to see it. Put some giddy up in that one. I wish guys would hustle a little bit more. I know it's a walk, but you don't have to actually walk. So,
yeah, that was just a curveball there that just slipped out of his hand a little bit. They had no break. You could see he was unhappy that he just didn't get control of the ball there.
And if we were going by an all-tournament name, I know they're going to name some award winners at the end of the tournament here after the championship game, but if we went with the best names of the tournament, I think this one, Bo Chesser right here, I'd be signing him up for my team any day of the week. Center fielder for Visalia lifts this one into right center. Coming in is Weaver. Can't come up with it as Acevedo makes his way down to second. Kind of came off the bag for a split second, but got back in time. So now runners on first and second with one away, one in already.
Yeah, that was right there in like the Bermuda Triangle there. The center fielder, right fielder, second baseman, all trying to converge on that ball, just right where none of them could get to it.
Camrath, by the way, that home run that he gave up was his first run given up of the tournament, and I believe we just had a balk call on Camrath. So that moves the runners up to second and third. Seen a few of those throughout the tournament as well. Camrath had pitched 6 innings, 5 hits, had given up a run, but none earned. And now we move to Ricardo Rios in the lineup. He's having a solid tournament, batting over 500. He's 9 for 17. And here's coach for Peachtree coming out. Probably Jeff Camrath might be his dad there. I didn't see the name on the back, but just kind of calming everybody down, saying, all right, this is what we're going to do. We've got one out, second and third. If the ball's hit here, here's where it's going. Right? I mean, that's usually what's happening in these meetings, and trying to calm everybody down a little bit.
Yeah, that's his son on there. He's trying to keep him gathered to stay with this. I think when he asked the umpire what the balk was a double set. So he came to a set, and then he came to a set again, which was the balk call.
So first pitch coming up here to Rios. One away, runners on second and third. Rios trying to help his cause. This one on the outer edge for a called strike. Peachtree still leads it 2-1 here. Just getting going here, these semifinals. For the right to go to the championship game. Throw to third, not going to be in time. I would say in a position like this here in the first inning, throws to any bases, not going to be as pivotal. If that was in the 6th inning and it was this situation, I'd be like, why are we throwing? That one comes inside, so 1-1 the count.
Yeah, just trying to keep that guy on third from getting too big of a lead. So a wild pitcher's not a whole lot of back territory here. So I don't know if it's an automatic run on a wild pitch.
This one chopped at the plate, so 1-2.
These kids have played on some where the catcher got to run back, a half mile to get the ball. This might ricochet off the pad, and it'd be tough to score.
Some of the fields at Jerry Ross, the ricochets right back to him, so it is hard to advance as we got time called here as the first base umpire is coming to make some kind of an announcement.
Yeah, not sure what that was
There's
about.
something for the Visalia dugout. This one fouled away again, kind of checked his swing there, came in inside on him here, and I think our microphones can pick it up, but definitely getting the two fan bases starting to cheer for their side.
Yeah, that was just to save a pitch there. You just didn't know if it was going to break back over the plate, so just got a bat on it to get to see another pitch here.
He evens the count at 2. Tying run at first base or at third base. Go ahead run at second for Visalia. 2-2 pitch, bunted on the third baseline. The flip to the plate is in time. Acevedo tried to make his way into the plate. Camrath, though, says, no, you don't. Really nice play to stay with it for Camrath. A nice flip there. More importantly, for Watson to hold on to it. Sometimes those can be hard to hold on to because it's such a light toss.
Yeah, and the catcher's mitt doesn't have a big pocket like an infielder's glove or an outfielder's glove. You got to really get it in there. And
so fielder's choice for Rios. Jackson Hahn makes his way to the dish. He's been .364 this tournament. He's got 3 RBIs through 6 games. Looking for more here with runners on the corners. 2 outs now. And if you're Peachtree, that's the biggest thing here right now, trying to limit the damage with all the runners that you've had on. If you can limit it to 1 run, that would be huge. And hold on to this lead.
Yeah, really watching both runners. Doesn't want to just let another guy, get down into second base to get in scoring position.
I didn't see how far back it got, but out beyond left center there is the batting cages where other teams are warming up. So that home run from Miller earlier was that shot to the batting cages. He hit one yesterday into left field that almost landed on the other field.
Yeah, Miller's home run landed up on top of the cages, so that's a poke.
Throw to first, not going to be in time. Still want to know the count to Jackson Hahn. He's got .364 here this tournament. Looking to add to his RBI total here, looking for a knock. The 1-0, this one a slow roller to McKinney. Picks it up, throws to first, and gets out of it. Camrath gives up the home run, but then limits the damage. Only 1 run scored for Visalia. We go to the second. Peachtree leads. You're watching the 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the 11U Cal Ripken World Series here on the Region Sports Network with the Crown Point Sportsplex. Gorgeous facilities here in Crown Point. One of many fields that we have. We got fields all over the hub city here. I like to call it Turf City sometimes, Dad, just because it feels like every field, no matter where you go, baseball, softball, football, no matter the field, it's turfed.
Yeah, it's just too hard to play with the dirt infield anymore. You get even a little bit of rain. It takes 45 minutes to an hour to re-rake the field, throw the dry substance down, and soak up the water. This is so much easier to get the games back in.
Yeah, the Crown Point Pace Department does a phenomenal job here in the city. Go to the top of the second. Peachtree still leads at 2-1. First pitch into Teddy James Weaver is for a strike. Andrew Haley and Shane Stepp, your scheduled hitters here in the second. Rios back to work. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2.
Yeah, nice breaking ball there.
And semifinal game number 1 for the right to go to the championship game, which will be this afternoon.
Yeah.
South Lexington and Hawaii Kai, the defending 10U World Series champions from a season ago.
Yeah, that one he kind of tried to aim that a little bit too much instead of just throw it.
So Rios, the 1-2, misses low for a ball, so evens the count at 2. You don't see it too often that he's got the wide stance and that right foot stands on the third base side of the rubber. Normally guys kind of keep their feet on either side, like right on the rubber. This one popped up right side, and Acevedo makes the catch behind the bag in fair territory.
Yeah, a really nice place by the first baseman there. The ball was hit high. It's going to drift a little bit. You got to get back, get underneath it, come back, take a step forward to catch it. Really, really nice play.
And it's got to be weird, too. You go from turf to natural grass.
Yeah.
So, just that kind of feeling, it's got to feel a little awkward. It's Andrew Haley now makes his way to the dish.
Yeah, really slow curveball there. Just didn't break enough.
Haley with a couple of knocks here, picks up his third hit of the tournament. Deposits that one to right with a throw to first, almost in time, but is there just in time? We mentioned, and I should have thought more about it, sometimes those shots to right aren't necessarily hits off the bat right away. Sometimes those solid right fielders out there, and Peters out there for Visalia, almost making the play at first.
Yeah, Peters was charging hard. It was a hard hit ball, so that's when you have a chance.
So here comes Stepp. Doesn't have a whole lot of at-bats. 5 official at-bats here in the tournament, but he's 1 for 5, so he's looking for a knock here. Runner goes from first. Here's the throw to second, and it looks like it's going to be in time. It is. So Haley got on, but got caught taking liberties. 2-6 on the putout. And that'll get the Visalia fans fired up here on the third base side of the dugout.
Yeah, that was a really nice throw. It's when you just the one hop right to the bag. That's where you get that little snap tag down. So
2 outs now for Rios, and that's going to be a strike.
Yeah, nice curveball there too. Really got Stepp off balance here. So
0-2 the count here to Stepp. Chokes up on the bat a little bit. Checks his swing, and that's called inside. Inside strike for the strikeout. First of the day for Rios. We go to the bottom of the second. Peachtree still leads. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
With
thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series. We go to bottom of the second inning. It'll be Peters, Upham, and Sweeney, your scheduled hitters for Visalia here. Got their run on a leadoff home run from Henry Miller, as he's done now 4 times in this tournament. Jack Peters will lead things off. Want to give a special shout out. I believe his sister Mackenzie turned 10 yesterday, so she was celebrating here at the ballpark for a little while. So, you come into different, for these World Series, coming to these different games, the family's got to make certain sacrifices, obviously on the financial side, but then, you come here into this World Series and spend your 10th birthday in Crown Point, Indiana. We got plenty of great amenities and fun things to do here in the region, but happy 10th birthday to Mackenzie. 0-1, this one on the ground, left side. Picked up at third for out number 1. Nice job by Palmer over there to get the first out.
Yeah, Palmer, good footwork, got down on the ball, fielded cleanly, nice throw, follow through. You can't beat that. That's what you want your third baseman doing. Nice, strong throw.
Jack Peters, by the way, was hitting .273 in the tournament. Now Upham comes up here. Peters was batting from the left side, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Did I look at that right? All right. So up on the shortstop today. He's got a few knocks here. A couple of walks as well. He's looking to get on base any way he can. Let's try to get this lineup turned over. This one fouled away on an inside pitch. Not too bad. You got to think when you got some of the power that this Visalia team has, especially if Miller is going to go yard on some of these, you want to set the table for him if possible.
Yeah, these guys are going to try to get on a dink or a dunk or whatever. You just got to get on to set the table for the top of the order.
And Upham down on strikes. Second strikeout for Camrath.
Yeah, elevated fastball there, just caught him.
So now Tyler Sweeney. Sweeney here with the number 10 on his back. He's batting .250 here this tournament, 2 for 8.
Yeah, just a little low there. That was a good pitch, though.
Wouldn't mind grabbing a knock here. Turns the lineup over for Visalia. This one right back up the middle. This will be snared by Simmons. The throw to first in time. What a play.
Unbelievable.
Up the middle by Simmons to get the out and retire the side. Steals a hit from Sweeney. And we go to the third inning. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Appreciate you all tuning in from wherever you're tuned in from. We go to the top of the third inning. Burt, Simmons, and Palmer, your scheduled hitters here for Peachtree. Burt takes that first pitch for ball 1. See, we got a lot of fans from both sides tuning in. So got all over, either from California or from Virginia. So we got some North Carolina. We got some Florida. And we are privileged and honored to bring you this tournament every year, hosted here in Crown Point so far.
Yeah, Burt tried to get that bunt down. Saw the third baseman back a little bit.
It's the next pitch to Burt. This one chopped on the ground, left side, picked up at third by Villarreal. The throw to first, not going to be in time, and it's an infield knock for Burt. And you can see some excitement there from Burt. He's all jacked up. Second hit of the tournament.
Yeah, you get on, your number 10 guy gets on and turns that lineup over, makes things really, really hard.
Braxton Simmons, who just made a phenomenal play at short. That's usually how it works, right? When you make a great play defensively, you somehow find your way to the bat rack.
Yeah, I was surprised the right fielder, so the other side tries to make the throw out at first base. He batted second last inning, so yeah, it seems like it always, when you make a good play or you do something a little bit above average,
you got a chance.
Your turn to bat.
Yeah, you got a chance to add to that excitement. Have to throw over to first. Here's the first pitch to Simmons, who lines it right to the shortstop, who gobbles that one up. The throw to first is going to be in time. Got right in the stomach of Upham and may have kind of took him right in the stomach a little too hard, kind of ate him up on that one, but he's able to gather himself and make the throw over to first. So he's going to get checked at over there a little bit. But the runner does advance to second, by the way. So nice advancement from Simmons. We got awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We got the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. We got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And then, of course, the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. Back to Palmer in the lineup here. Palmer, 4 for 11. We mentioned before, he got that knock showing off the arms there.
Yeah, Upham on that last play, just a quick hop off the turf, really caught him quickly into the midsection there. Didn't know if he could get the runner at second with a good lead, was running hard, wasn't sure if the second baseman could get there on time, but made the play at first base, got the out. At least he got an out of the play.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, Rios appreciates that one. So one away, one on. Palmer here. He singled his last time up, as we mentioned. This time it's going to be just over the head of the shortstop Upham. And they're going to get the turn, and the throw home is going to be in time. What a play on the throw from the outfield. Palmer gets it done. He gets the single. And Burt.
Yeah, I think Burt hesitated just a little bit at third there. It was still going to be a close play, but with a little bit of a hesitation, center fielder made a great one-hop throw right to the catcher. Catcher made a great grab, easy play for him.
It's a great play by Chesser out there in center to throw him out at the plate.
Yeah, so nice accurate throw.
So now Camrath here with a chance to help his cause. Still a runner at second base. I ruled a single for Palmer.
Yeah, that would have been just a single. Took second on the throw home.
Yep. Man, what a throw from Chesser to get that out at home, which would have added to the lead for Peachtree and make it 3-1, but we're staying at 2-1.
Yeah, with the second baseman kind of holding him on with a lefty here, it's kind of surprising. You got a big hole between first and second. He rolls even one slow there. That's going to be an easy run.
So is this where maybe the game plan here, are you pitching outside
to try to get him to hit away?
Camera, so that way he hits it to the opposite field. If you pitch him inside, he can turn on it, but if you keep pitching him outside, we'll see here. They set up outside. It's the foul tip. So 2-1 the count, I believe. Yeah, you make a good point. That right side of the infield is open. And they are set up outside again. Throw to second. Sweeney there almost got a little crossed up. That was going right for his knees.
Yeah, that's a tough play. The pitcher throwing back, the whole thing is like backward, so it's kind of hard.
Throw to second again. You hear those traditional yellings of back for the runner to get back to those positions. It's so weird, for anybody that has pitched, somehow throwing from the pitcher's mound to the plate is one thing, swing and a miss. But then throwing literally anywhere else just feels different.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I can throw it the distance straight down the hill, but I can't throw it 20 feet to first base or 10 feet to second base. You've seen a lot of pitchers that just, because they don't want to throw it hard.
It's just a different look, I would imagine, too.
And you can't throw it 90 miles an hour to the first baseman from 30 feet away, 10 feet away.
2-2. This one on the ground on the right side, just what you had said. And the ball bobbled out in right. They're going to throw home. The play not going to be in time. So Palmer able to get in on an RBI single for Camrath, who advances to second on the play, by the way. So Camrath helping his cause. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Camrath coming into this was batting .333, so he's got 6. He's 6 for 14 right now on the tournament.
Yeah, that's just like I was saying. Second baseman holding that runner on. Just a slow roller towards right field. There's no one there to get to it. But they were holding the runner up until the right fielder kind of little miscue trying to pick the ball up out of the wet grass.
Pitch misses outside to Watson here, who had an RBI ground out his last time up. 2 outs in the inning. So 1-0 the count to him. Visalia trying to get out of this thing with no more damage. They already cut down a run at the plate on a nice throw in from Chesser. And I'll tell you what, even Peter still came up with a solid throw to the plate. I mean, these outfielders, they got some arms, and so he was kind of looking at the play in front of him, just kind of see where he should get the ball to, and then realized that the runner was breaking for home, and he made a real solid throw out there from right.
Yeah, but Camrath was watching. No one really covering second base. The second baseman went out to get the ball. The shortstop was kind of close to second, but not close enough to get a throw, knowing that they would be throwing home.
Pitch misses outside. Hahn trying to steal one there and bring the glove back over that outside edge of the plate.
Yeah, but really not holding the runner on too much because there's just too big of a gap in the infield if you try to hold the runner on. Your second baseman or shortstop really has to hustle with the pitch to get back to their position.
That pitch inside, so it's ball 4. So a 2-out base on balls with a runner on second, mixing first and second, and now Parker Lambert makes his way to the plate. No, his family is tuned in. Thanks for tuning in. Glad we can provide this coverage for you. He walked his last time up and stole a bag.
Yeah, really good at bat. His first at bat. Watching, he didn't swing at any bad pitches.
Lambert with 4 RBIs in this whole tournament, looking for more. Takes ball 1 outside.
Yeah, the only strike he saw his first at bat was the 3-0 pitch that he took.
We'll have a meeting here on the mound. So at the Region Sports Network, we don't like downtime, whether it's a championship drive or a game night print job. We trust Pulse Technology to keep the toner cartridge full and the process running smoothly. Pulse Technology, the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. So like we saw earlier, this is just another situation of, hey, this is what we've got situation-wise. 2 outs, here's where you're going to throw. You're good, don't worry about them, just attack the hitter here.
Yeah, just to calm him down a little bit. Give him a little breath there. Take a breather. Just throw strikes.
talk about the families that have had to, obviously make sacrifices, time off of work, travel expenses to stay here. And, this isn't the only place that I'm sure they've traveled all season long. They've gone other places. But then, these coaches are doing that same thing and, turning these youngsters into future proud adults and good citizens as well. And
yeah, you're just you're here hoping they can play baseball for as long as they possibly can, but you're just trying to turn them into to good people. That's be kind.
Rios kicks and fires this pitch, swing and a miss.
Yeah, elevated fastball there. Lambert just couldn't catch up with it a little bit higher.
So Peachtree leads at 3-1 here in the top of the third inning.
I'm throwing that curveball inside and having it break back over the inside corner here.
Rios has the sign he wants. Checks the runner at second, kicks in the 1-2. Chops on the ground. Upham comes up with it. The throw to first going to be in time to retire the side. So limits the damage. But Peachtree gets another run across the board. They lead at 3-1 after 2.5. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome to Diamond Plate, your new go-to sports bar with a casual vibe and elevated ballpark favorites. Dig into hand-breaded chicken tenders, juicy burgers, build your own pizzas, and don't forget our full bar stocked with local favorites and everyday classics. Located inside Athletic Performance Factory. Diamond Plate brings the fun with multi-sport simulators, duck-pin bowling lanes, plus party space for birthdays, holidays, company outings, and fundraisers. Diamond Plate, where every bite, every sip, and every play is a win.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Yeah, so we have a comment in here from, I believe it is Michael Wise. Couldn't agree with you more. Really good baseball we are seeing here in this Cal Ripken World Series. Some quality baseball. When I'll admit, when we got this opportunity a few years ago, I think like 3 years ago or something now, to do the 10U World Series, I was a little skeptical. We're used to calling varsity sports, so calling 10-year-olds, wasn't really sure what to expect out of that. And since then, just mind blown. I love being able to cover these games. This is the stepping stones to get to those varsity level games, and it's so much fun to watch. And these kids have so much talent. And being able to walk the facility yesterday, getting to kind of talk to these kids and just watch them interact with one another. Is this one lifted in the air out to left center again? This will one-hop the wall from Miller. As Miller leads it off for Visalia. The throw into second, not going to be in time, and Miller is just a hitting machine.
Yeah, that was just raked there. Yeah, he took a fastball right into the left center gap. Just a pure smooth swing.
He hit a home run in his first at-bat, now a double here in the second. So we're in the bottom of the third inning. Villarreal and Acevedo, your scheduled hitters after him. So this is Villarreal here. That's a strike call. One thing that, as the broadcasters, we don't get to get out of the booth as much because as soon as one game ends, then the next one gets started. So we got to write our lineups in and get things going, and then we're back on the broadcast. So I got to walk the facility yesterday and just interact with some of the families and the kids that were waiting to warm up. This one hits Miller, but he won't be able to get anywhere. It's such a fun experience. I've mentioned on other broadcasts, this is the closest we're probably going to get on the Region Sports Network to covering the Olympics with teams from so many areas of the country and some international teams as well. So Absolutely incredible to be able to show these. That's a wild pitch that was not bunted, so that is a wild pitch. I know it was bunt attempted, but I don't believe it hit the bat.
No, but he's still going to be a strike. So I don't know if that was a hit and run type of thing or...
The next pitch into Villarreal misses for a ball.
Yeah, he came with some heat there.
Camerath doing good work here, leaving Visalia to just the 1 run so far. That one missing outside as well. You can hear the fan base is getting into it, trying to wheel their teams on here. This one a swing and a miss from Villarreal.
Yeah, Watson there, just a really nice play to hang on to that ball still.
So 1 away with a runner at third. Acevedo, who represents the tying run here, that pitch in there for a strike. Little bend to that one from Camrath.
Yeah, that had some hook on it there. That's
Acevedo was hit by a pitch his last time up. This one chopped foul at the dish.
Yeah, that's,
I believe was that the same bat he was using before? I believe it is, because I know he was having some issues with the grip or the gloves or something was going on his last at bat.
But you hit a batter, even at this age, you're not throwing hard. You bring that first pitch inside just to remind the guy, hey, don't get too close to that plate. But that curveball to start him off with really had him buckling. So, you get hit with a pitch and you see another one coming at you and like, whoa, wait a second.
Hold on. Throw to third. Back in time. Mentioned Acevedo coming into today, 8 for 18 on the season, took that hit by pitch. Pops this one up and get out of play.
Yeah, just fought that pitch off. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a strike or not, so let's Nico Horner it and just knock it out of play, see another pitch.
Time called at the plate here. Popped up right side. This will be in foul territory and will fall into foul territory.
Yeah, too early to decide if he'd have caught that. Maybe a run would have scored. Foul ball is a foul ball, but no kid intentionally drops the ball. So
no, absolutely not. I don't know if the Visalia fans are going to be PCA fans. They're about 3 hours north of L.A., so that pitch outside to Acevedo.
Yeah, you got Acevedo to reach a little bit on that last pitch that he fouled off. He goes, I'm not reaching that far.
Of course, here in Chicago, we're rooting on, if they are L.A. Dodgers fans, we're rooting on the Dodgers because they're playing the Brewers this weekend. This one line down the right field line. This will touch down. Oh, just foul. The way that was looking, even Acevedo can't believe it. The way that was looking like a beautiful shot down the right field line, but just hooked foul.
Yeah, within a foot. That's why you have an extra umpire way down the line, so that the first base umpire doesn't have to run out there and try to see, does it hit the chalk, does it not hit the chalk. You have an extra umpire down the line for those deeper fly balls.
Kicks and fires the next pitch to Acevedo. That's a called strike on the outside part of the plate.
Really nice pitch there. Camrath just buried it on the outside corner there.
Well, I appreciate the comment just thrown into our YouTube stream from Kyle Camrath. So you got Camerath here on the bump. Rawlings Camerath here on the bump. This is dad, Jeff. Had a solid pitching career at Virginia, home of Peachtree, by the way. And then was in the minor leagues. Appreciate that nugget. Very cool stuff as Bo Chesser comes to the dish. Checks his swing on that one, and just like that, 0-2.
Yeah, couldn't hold up on that curveball. Once again, Camerath really keeping him off balance there. He's starting most of the batters off with a strike. He's been really right in the zone.
And Chesser feeling himself here. After the double, he retires the side with strikeouts. So we go to the top of the fourth inning. Peachtree coming back up. You're watching the Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Located just one block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series. I believe we have some changes here on the team for Visalia.
Yeah, it looks like Acevedo going to come in and pitch, but you got Miller in left that's going to go and play first. Rio's going to third. Yeah, we have a lot.
So Rio, yep, we'll get it all to you. Looks like Miller at first now. See, this is why been doing this enough times now. I bring the good old binoculars to see out there because it's Sebastian Rodriguez in the game now in left. So Peachtree still leading it 3-1. Yeah, Peachtree in the blue and red striped jerseys. Visalia in the white jerseys with the green caps. So we'll bring you those changes here in just a moment as soon as we get them all sorted out. But at the same time, we go to the top of the fourth inning. Peachtree here. Jason McKinney will lead things off. Grounded out right in front of the dish last time. It's Acevedo now on the bump for Visalia. Takes the first pitch for ball one. Acevedo in this tournament has only pitched an inning and 2/3. This one bunted right in front of the dish again, and Acevedo picks it up and throws in time. So Teddy James Weaver makes his way to the dish now.
Yeah, we'll have to see where Sebastian Rodriguez came into the game, but I'm not sure what part of the batting order he's going to be in.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, but he is in left now. This one right back up the middle, just past Acevedo. The throw to first, not going to be in time, and it's a one-out single for Teddy James Weaver.
Yeah, we talked about the right fielders making plays at first base. That center fielder has shown his arm a couple times here now to throw at the plate, and here a hard hit ball right up the middle. He throws it to first base.
Fourth hit of the tournament for Weaver. So this brings up Andrew Haley now. He got a single his last time up. Throw to second is not in time. The ball squirted out of the glove of Upham there. So a stolen base for Weaver, his third of the tournament.
Yeah, the ball dropped there, but I think Weaver would have got in there.
Yeah, it was definitely close, and I believe he got the foot in there as well. So first pitch coming up here to Haley. Takes that one on the outer edge for a strike. So Rodriguez, Chesser, and Peters in the outfield from left to right. Rios at third. Upham still at short. Sweeney at second. Miller now at first. Hahn still behind the plate for Acevedo on the dish, or on the bump, excuse me. 0-2 now to Haley.
That's three.
Oh, that was strike three. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, he took the first pitch to let Weaver get down to second.
That's right. Just with all the schedule changes, we don't have the scoreboard turned on here in the park. So here comes Stepp. That pitch comes behind him, and runner down to third on the wild throw.
Yeah, Acevedo, that just came out of his hand.
Well, and it's one of those situations we've had days before, which is kind of what led to the strength of the storms that we experienced earlier this week. But the humidity in here in the region was pretty bad, so sometimes that can just lead to the sweaty palms. Then when you're working this hard, I mean, you forget how much these guys are working, especially when you're on the bump. Acevedo steps off.
Yeah, Acevedo, that last pitch, like in the mid-60s there. He's bringing it.
Yeah, we actually do have a pitching radar gun up here in the press box, so we can see that. This one chopped at the dish. Yeah, that one coming in, obviously we're not going to say official measurements, but about 64 miles an hour on that last pitch.
Yeah, and then you have to factor in, it's a shorter distance. I don't know what the equivalent is to a major league mound, but kids have only seen it for about a second.
That one coming upstairs on Stepp. With the 42 on his back, looking to get something going here, looking for another RBI for Peachtree, who leads at 3-1. Breaking ball missing upstairs. So full count here to Stepp.
Yeah, slow breaking ball. Try to get that just to curve back in as the batter is kind of bailing out.
Slightly open stance for Stepp. Chokes up on the bat. Takes that one inside for called strike three. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Visalia coming back up. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strachan Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strachan Van Til.
And we welcome you back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports, as we're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. And on this Saturday morning, I would venture to believe that we really are the only game in town. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Ricardo Rios, Jackson Hahn, and Jack Peters, your scheduled hitters here this inning. First pitch into Rios, who wants to get something going to help his cause. Might have a pinch hitter coming up after
Rios here.
After Rios. Comes the 0-1. That one skips in there, so 1-1. Was the pitcher in this game. Moved over to third base. This one lifted in the air. This will drop in for a hit into left. So a leadoff single, and if you're Visalia, that's what you need. You need base runners. You trail by 2 here in the fourth. And again, we only play 6 innings of regulation. And we'll have a pinch hitter here for Visalia. It'll be Jace Chua. Chua here 1 for 5 in the tournament. To have a couple of RBIs, so he's looking to get a knock here. So he bats here for Hahn in the catcher's position. This one popped into center. This will be down for a hit.
Yeah, that's what
Chua does his job, gets the single, moves the runner over, and keeps the lineup moving as Jack Peters makes his way to the dish. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Comes right in, first pitch, takes it right back up the middle for a base hit. That's what you like to see from your substitute players.
So 2 for 6 in the tournament now. That pitch bunted, but going to be foul off the bat of Jack Peters.
Yeah, he's not happy with himself there. He thought he should be able to get that ball down. He's trying to just push it to third base to get the runners over.
3 for 11. I should say 3 for 12 now with updated stats. Oh, runner off a second. The throw to third going to be in time. So they get the runner going to third. Chua stays at first. He started to break to second and then went back to first.
Yeah, Cameron with just a great move. Picked his foot up, went back behind for second base, had the runner who was trying to get a decent lead so that the bunt gets him down, gets him to third.
So just like that, one away in the inning now, and now Peters takes that one for a strike. So 0-2. .165 on the putout, by the way, at third base. For those of you scoring at home, and if you are, kudos to you. Pitch misses downstairs to Peters. 1-2. Evan Upham is the scheduled hitter next, but it looks like Judah Pitkin is in the on-deck circle right now as the count evens at 2 here. So we'll see how that plays here with 1 on, 1 out. Visalia trailing by 2. That pitch in there for called strike 3. And 2 away now. 6 strikeouts now for Camrath. Pitkin comes to the plate. Looking for his first knock of the tournament. How great would that feel in the semifinal? Try to keep the lineup moving, grabbing your first knock. Looking back at one of the Peachtree fans who's making some noise. I'm all for it. Try to get any of these boys fired up. And if you're the other team, like maybe firing you up a little bit. To go the opposite way on that one. Missing for ball 1 on Pitkin there. This one fouled back to the screen. So 1-1. Tyler Sweeney awaits on deck for Visalia. Tying run now at the dish. Trying to keep the lineup moving. Get those base runners on the ground, left side, but foul. Strong battle here against Camrath. And this is where Camrath seems to be a little bit of a groove here, especially at the end of that last inning. You got to do something to just kind of disrupt him a little bit here. And swings and goes through it. So we go to the 5th. Peachtree still leads it 3-1. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series. Michael and Ron Bredner here with you from the Sportsplex here in beautiful Crown Point. So Peachtree here in the top of the 5th inning. Burt, Simmons, and Palmer. So Burt at the bottom of the order and then back to the top of the lineup for Peachtree as we're trying to get some substitutions figured out. And they're relaying those to the press box here. We'll get those to you when we come up with them. And my dad here next to me is feverishly writing down some of the changes.
Yeah, we got Sebastian Rodriguez out and left.
That's where he came in there last inning.
But I'm still not sure where he's batting.
Well, we'll figure that out once he comes up to bat. Pitch comes inside from Acevedo to Burt, so 1-0 the count. Can appreciate you tuning in from wherever you're tuned in from. Seems like we got people from all over the country tuned in here as this one is lined into center field for a hit. Second base umpire had to jump out of the way at that one. He's got some smooth moves out there.
Yeah, Burt 2 for 2 at the bottom of the lineup there, trying to turn, getting on to start the inning both times to turn this lineup over.
Back at it here at the top of the lineup, looking for maybe the back pick as that's called a strike. But Burt back in safely, no throw down. It's Braxton Simmons here, 0 for 2 on the day, trying to get the first knock going, keep the lineup moving for Peachtree. Leads it by 2, throw to first, going to be a close play, but back in time.
Yeah, Simmons fly out to left field and a ground out to short. He's been hitting it hard, just right at somebody. Just unfortunate luck there. Runner
down to second, the throw, and it's going to be a balk. So no need to throw down, but there is a balk call. So runner down to second with nobody out. So I think they have to rechange because I don't believe
pitch.
that counts as a pitch.
No, it does not.
So that's what they're going to try to make sure. A lot of these coaches, they got to worry about the pitch counts just for later in the day today because you want to keep your pitch count under a certain point because then you got limits for the whole day. It's not per game. You have to worry about per day. I think I have that.
Yeah, it's so much different than back in the day where it was just innings and.
So for 11U, I believe like 85 pitches might be the limit-ish. I know anything from 66 to 85 is 2 days rest, so you definitely want to keep it at a lower number. So just in case you are playing later today, you are still able to pitch later and go as far as you need to. This one popped up.
No man's land.
Into right field. This will be a foul ball. Let's talk about no man's land. It landed in foul territory.
Just another one down the right field line, foul by a foot.
We don't have much wind here going on. Ironically, of the 3 flags that are flying above the scoreboard, only one is really getting any kind of movement. The other 2 are pretty.
Yeah, it might be a little bit smaller, so it's not quite as wet.
Yeah,
there's not a whole lot of breeze out there, though.
This one popped up, chopped, foul behind the dish for Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons just got a piece of that. Keeps his bat alive.
So still a full count here as the sun's starting to kind of peek its way through a little bit maybe. Seems to be getting a little bit lighter out there. 3-2 pitch. Oh, I guess it wasn't a 3. Now it's a 3-2 count that we had.
Yeah, slow curveball there. Try to get that just to break a little bit more down into the strike zone.
So we'll see what Acevedo comes with here. And that'll be outside for ball 4. So a base on balls. So now the first 2 are on for Peachtree, and now Palmer comes up here.
Yeah,
he is 2 for 2 on the day.
That fastball just a little up and out.
And so we'll have a meeting here, and it looks like Acevedo coming off the mound, and we've got...
He's going to go back to first.
Yep, they're going to change the mitts here, so we'll step aside with this pitching change. You are watching the Cal Ripken World Series right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Crispy, golden, award-winning flavor. Strachan Van Til's fried chicken is voted best in the region. Perfect for any party. Skip the stress and serve the best. Order today at strachanvantil.com. Pitching change for Visalia. It is Henry Miller in now to pitch. As Acevedo goes back to first. Miller in 3 1/3 innings pitched has not given up a hit or a run. He's walked 2, struck out 10. 3 1/3 innings, striking out 10. That's it's not too shabby. I believe, I will double check here. I believe he has pitched in all but one game. Nope, I take that back. They've played 6 games, about half. He's pitched in about half. So not going the distance, kind of just in this reliever-ish kind of role.
Yeah, the pitches, so many pitches in a game on one day, you have to have a day's rest, or, you get the 60 to 85 for one day, but these relief pitchers, if you throw more than a certain number, then you can't come back tomorrow. Rain out days. And
well, we're getting this all in today. The World Series will conclude today. That pitch misses out to Palmer. Runners are going to advance, and now with nobody out in the inning, runners at second and third, you got Palmer, who is 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, Palmer usually doesn't take a whole lot of pitches. His first at bat, the second pitch for a base hit, the second at bat, base hit on his first pitch. He sees what he wants, he swings.
Here comes the 2-0. That's in there. Oh, I thought it was on the outer edge. That's outside for a ball. So 3-0 to Palmer here. Mentioned Palmer coming into today 3 for 10. So 5 for 12. Takes that for ball 4. And now the bases loaded. Nobody out for Peachtree.
Yeah, it's really hard for these relievers. It's not like you're down on the side of the field to throw some pitches. You got to come in from a position player, come in and throw your 6 to 8 pitches, and start. You're on the mound.
And it doesn't get easier for Miller here on the mound as Camrath comes up here. He's also 2 for 2 on the day. Ben from the left side. That lime green bat. Love to see it. And just like that, 2-0 to Camrath, who's the starting pitcher for Peachtree. And he's been really good on the bump today. Miller trying to limit this damage here and get out of this jam. This one on the ground right side. Acevedo will step on the cushion, and that's all he's going to have. Another run going to come across the board. Probably the wisest decision. I think the only other thing that he might have been able to do is maybe look to throw home. But even that would have been a really close play, and you don't want to throw it wild and let another run score.
Yeah, you're trying to stay out of the big inning, so make sure you get an out. But we talked about it before. There's another ground out for an RBI.
Yep, Camrath helps his cause, gets another run across the board. Peachtree now leads 4-1. Runners on second and third, only one out. And now Jack Watson looks to try to help his battery mate here. On the outside edge for a called strike. Got a feeling once Miller kind of starts to find the groove, he's going to be able to maybe exploit some of those weaknesses, maybe.
Yeah, after 6 straight balls, here's 2 straight strikes, so.
That one's low.
Yeah, just a little bit off.
But Miller having himself a heck of a tournament. 2 for 2 here today, a double and a home run. This one fouled back to the screen. Watson with an RBI ground out his first time up, walked his second. So looking for a knock here. Infield playing in.
Yeah,
they want to try to cut the runner down at home.
Yeah, you can't let Peachtree have any more.
And that one gets away. Runner's going to come home. The throw to the plate, not going to be in time. And it's 5-1. Peachtree from Crozet, Virginia.
Yeah, that ball goes to the backstop. It doesn't really ricochet off that pad.
Pitches a ball, misses here on Watson.
Yeah, Miller looked like he slipped a little bit coming down that mound. So,
Hall of Famer Billy Wagner has some ties to Crozet, Virginia. This one chopped and will be a foul ball. Also heard a lot, I mentioned this when I had their game earlier in the tournament. Some big hype about Crozet Pizza out there as well. Check that out. We're pizza people.
Yeah, you can't beat a good pie.
Comes the next pitch to Watson. And that's going to be ball 4.
Yeah, Watson really good at bat there. Fouling off a couple pitches. Drew the walk.
Sparker Lambert comes up here. 0 for 1 on the day, but walked his first time up. He's looking for a knock. Runners on the corners here with 1 away. Peachtree trying to just add on. Runner goes from first, and it's kind of one of those gimme plays almost, just because, I believe, I'm going to rule it a stolen base, but I believe they'll probably get ruled defensive indifference, because I don't think Acevedo was holding on there because they're worried about just getting the outs.
Yeah, you couldn't throw down and let another run score. Even if you throw them out, that's only 2 outs and then another run. You can't sacrifice a run for an out.
And not in this situation here with Lambert taking that pitch outside. This one on the ground, right side, snared at second, throw to first in time, but another run going to come around to score. Nice job by Sweeney over there to keep that one. Took that on the hop there and kind of turned his body a little away from it, but got it on the hop. Nice move. RBI ground out for Lambert.
Yeah, that was hard hit. Little skim off this turf.
Well, and he saw Upham take one in the midsection, so he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this one on
the side.
This. Yeah."
Yeah, it just skims off this turf, so I don't know if you get a natural bounce or if it just skims or if it stays. Shortstop, it came up. That one stayed down.
McKinney here with a runner on third. 2 outs in the inning, though. That pitch upstairs. So 2-0 the count here to McKinney. 6-1 in favor of Peachtree. Here in the top of the 5th. This one is inside for a called strike. Getting the right to move on to the championship game on the line in this one. We'll have South Lexington and Hawaii Kai up next. That's in there for a strike. Two and two. Count to McKinney. Trying to keep the lineup moving for Peachtree. Kicks and fires the pitch. Misses low, so Miller thought he had him. He started to move off the bump. And that's going to be ball 4. Another walk issued this inning. And now runners on the corners again with 2 outs. And we're not seeing a coaching visit here. And the trust in Miller. And he's got to know, okay, we got 2 outs. I got good defense behind me. Just need to attack the hitter here. And that's Teddy James Weaver, who got a knock his last time up. Looking one to deposit one somewhere here. Pad the lead for Peachtree. Already lead at 6-1.
Yeah, I don't think you can straight steal here and just get tagged out to end the inning. So you would think if he is running, he's going to, we called it way back in the day in the pickle, stop to see if we can get the runner from third to score, getting 2 rundowns.
Runner goes from first to second. Again, defensive indifference.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances of throwing down to 2 and letting that run score.
Miller's pitch misses in, skips away. Runner coming home. And there's going to be no throw to the dish, and it's 7-1 in favor of Peachtree. As Watson comes in here, McKinney down to third. Talked about the stolen bases. Henry Miller, who's on the bump right now, he hit that home run. Mentioned he's a menace on the base path. 20 stolen bases through these 6 games, now in his 7th game of this World Series tournament. This one line and in the center field for an RBI knock for Teddy James Weaver. Back-to-back hits for him. This time giving himself an RBI.
Yeah, so the stolen base, wild pitch, base hit, another run. Peachtree just putting it together little by little by little.
So now we're going to have a meeting here with the coach, just trying to get everybody gathered up again here. And should point out, if we are in a position where if Peachtree does score 3 more runs, then all of a sudden the bottom of this inning becomes so much more pivotal, because then we're in a 10-run rule situation. So 8-1 in favor of Peachtree, but Visalia with 2 outs trying to get out here. We are going to have a pitching change, so we will step aside. You are watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Don't forget, we got awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We got the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. We got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And then, of course, the Proud Union Home Play of the game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a union iron worker. First pitch as the runner goes down to second, and in there safely is Weaver. First pitch to Haley, I believe, was called a strike. So Weaver down to second. Next pitch to Haley. Checks his swing, ball gets away, runner down to third on the wild pitch. Again, Visalia's going to have something to say about it, but in the event Peachtree does score 3 more runs this inning, we are in the 10-run rule effect. So this one lifted out the air to right, and this will touch down for a hit. So another run is in. And that 10th run coming to the plate now. Another RBI single in this game, and this time it goes to Andrew Haley, his second hit of the game. And now Stepp makes his way. This one popped up, will get foul out just to the right of us.
Yeah, 10th batter of the inning.
Yeah, Peachtree was leading in their game yesterday against Puerto Rico 8-0, and Puerto Rico came back with a fury. The game ended 11-7. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, really nice breaking ball there.
New pitcher is Sebastian Rodriguez, by the way. This one lifted down the left field line. This will roll for a little while. Haley making the turn to third. He gets in there safely, and it's a single for Stepp, his first of the game. And now runners on the corners. And this brings up Colin Bird, who got this whole inning started in what feels like an hour ago.
I think we're going to have a pinch runner here at first.
So courtesy runner, and that's going to be... Trying to get the number. He's just not turned the right way for me to be able to see. It's Colin Burt. Looks like number 23 for Peachtree, which is Will Bird. So the courtesy runner at first. Runners on the corner. 2 outs, though. Rodriguez trying to get out of this inning. First base side of the rubber. Throws over to first. Trying to catch Bird napping over there. Again, Burt will be the hitter here in the 5th inning. He led off this inning with a single. And this inning has just exploded for Peachtree. Shows bunt, pulls back. Runner down to second. On the defensive indifference, so Bird down to second. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez trying to get out of this inning with no more damage done. Burt saying, no, we got 2 more we want to bring across.
Yeah, nothing hit really hard. Well, the last one down the left field was hit hard, but
this one popped up in the infield. Left side giving chase, and Rodriguez makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Visalia has some work to do, trailing by 8. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome to Diamond Plate, your new go-to sports bar with a casual vibe and elevated ballpark favorites. Dig into hand-breaded chicken tenders, juicy burgers, build your own pizzas, and don't forget our full bar stocked with local favorites and everyday classics, located inside Athletic Performance Factory. Diamond Plate brings the fun with multi-sport simulators, duck-pin bowling lanes, plus party space for birthdays, holidays, company outings, and fundraisers. Diamond Plate, where every bite, every sip, and every play is a win.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
And we welcome you back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Camrath still on the bump for Peachtree here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Visalia coming up here. Sweeney, Miller, and Villarreal will be the scheduled hitters here in the 5th. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports, as we are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our websites at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. Michael Bradner here along with my dad, Ron Bradner. Zach Sinelli working the production over here, making sure we sound good and you're getting all the action and the scores. Tony Madrino doing the camera work, both guys doing phenomenal work. First pitch into Sweeney, misses for ball 1. Spray of hits for Visalia throughout this lineup, but not enough to score some more runs across the board. Just that leadoff home run in the first from Henry Miller, who will bat second here this inning. That pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Miller with 2 out of the 5 hits. Really hitting them hard, too.
And that one will skip away. Still Lambert, Burt, and Weaver across the outfield from left to right. Palmer, Simmons, McKinney, and Haley from third to first. Watson still behind the dish. Camrath, no changes defensively for Peachtree at the moment. That pitch is in there for a strike, for strike 2.
Yeah, nice breaking ball there.
So the count is full here on Tyler Sweeney. They're going to appeal down, did not swing, so leadoff walk, and that's what Visalia needs. They need some base runners. So now Henry Miller is 2 for 2 on the day, looking to get something going here for Visalia here in the bottom of the 5th, and that comes in and that hits Miller. So now 2 on with nobody out. And I would say kind of not that Sweeney isn't fast, but kind of holds up Miller being able to run the bases. So in a way for Peachtree, it's not the worst thing in the world to have him on the base path at this point. He can't hit a huge hit for you to try to drive in the run. He can't really steal because he's got a runner ahead of him who may not be trying to steal third.
Right. And that pitch there, it just got away from him. He was throwing a curveball that he just didn't get a good grip on it and got no curve out of it. So
I'm not sure if we're seeing a pitching change here. I don't believe we are. I just saw 41 was kind of making some warm-up throws. It looked like Palmer was just kind of
just keeping the shoulder loose.
Yeah, to try to. So here comes Rodriguez here. You were looking for Sebastian Rodriguez in the lineup. Here he is. Takes the first pitch for a strike. So 2 on, nobody out. This one lifted in the air to left. This will be caught and throw to second. Is in time to double up the runner. A double play. And we've got the replay here for you. The old 7-4 put out at second base. And now just like that, 1 on, 2 outs.
Yeah, just unfortunate. A line drive sinking into left field. Catches the runner at second, trying to see if it's going to drop. He has to hustle to third if it drops. Couldn't get back to second base.
Acevedo now the hitter for Visalia. Miller stays at first, by the way. This one lifted in the air down the right field line. This will be a foul ball down the line. Acevedo was hit by a pitch earlier, so just Visalia here just trying to get runners on. The next pitch with the runner moving. That'll be a stolen base for Miller, his 21st of this tournament. Pretty impressive. He's got 4 home runs to his name as well. He's going to run again. This time it's popped up, going back into center field, drifting back, and making the catch out in center is Burt to retire the side here in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts.
Here!
Located just one block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
From the printer tray to the field, Pulse Technology keeps us moving. For more information on the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, visit Pulse Technology on the web at pulsetechnology.com. We go to the top of the sixth, final inning of regulation. Peachtree leading at 9-1, looking to pad their lead a little bit here.
Yeah, Peachtree got the top of the order up here in the sixth inning. So
Simmons, Palmer, and Camrath, your scheduled hitters here in the sixth. This one popped up right side. Acevedo in foul territory is there to make the catch. Seen him do some nice work over there at first base today. Pitches a strike to Palmer. Palmer 2 for 2 on the day. He's been on base all 3 times and has scored a run all 3 times. On the ground, right side. Picked up at second. Throw to first a little bit wild. But how about Acevedo over there at first, able to keep that with him and not let that get away to let the runner down to second. Kind of a little bit of an errant throw, but Acevedo keeping it with him there. That was great effort on the extension.
Yeah, that definitely would have got the runner down to second. Just a weird hop off this turf. It's like skimming and turning right, turning left. It's the middle infielders really, depending on how the ball comes off the bat, it's just like a curveball.
So Camrath here with a runner on, 1 out. This one will be deposited into right center field for a hit. Makes the turn around first. He's heading to second. He's got to hustle. Nobody there, though. And just like that, it's a double. His 3rd hit of the game. Camrath, 3 for 4 today, 2 RBIs, and pitching a gem of a game. Certainly an early candidate for our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. They're proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. We also got the blue collar, the Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player of the game. So runners at second and third, only 1 out, and now we're going to have an intentional walk here to Watson to load the bases, and this is to just create a force at any base. This now brings up Parker Lambert here. So again, bases loaded, 1 out.
Yeah, the intentional base on balls, give your infield, give them a chance to any base. You just got to knock it down. And
they wouldn't mind turning a double play of their own here. First pitch into Lambert. Misses upstairs, 4-1. We talked about those awards. We got those awards we're going to hand out. The Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game, the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game, then the Proud Union Home Play of the game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Certainly a plethora of candidates for either of those, or any of those awards, I should say. Next pitch to Lambert, in there for a strike. Do have action in the Peachtree bullpen over there. Swing and a miss for Lambert. Strike 2 to him. Lambert with an RBI ground out his last time up. Wouldn't mind doing the RBI knock here. Rodriguez comes set. Delivers the pitch. That's a breaking ball in there for called strike 3. Really nice pitch from Rodriguez there.
Yeah, really buckled him there. Little slow, off speed. Had a lot of hook with it then. Two outs now. The infield just got to keep it in front of them, get it to a base.
McKinney here. Yeah, force at any bag here. Takes that first pitch for ball 1. Next pitch in here is a called strike, so 1-1 the count here to McKinney. McKinney walked and scored a run his last time up. He's looking for his first knock of the day. This one up the middle, snared by Rodriguez, but it's going to be off his glove. The throw to first, not going to be in time. Rodriguez trying to keep it in front of him and then slowed the ball down. So another run comes across the board. Nice effort from Rodriguez off the mound, but one of those situations where coming off the mound just kind of makes it a little bit trickier to get those ground balls because you got to come off the mound, right?
Yeah,
you're coming down.
You're off that little hill. He doesn't get a glove on it. I don't know if it rolls all the way to the shortstop and he makes the play.
Did you mark that as an infield hit?
I marked it as a hit. It's really tough play. It's
that's what I was thinking.
It's not an error on the pitcher by reaching for the ball and having it glance off his glove.
Teddy James Weaver bumps this one right back to Rodriguez, who tosses to first and gets the out to retire the side. But it is 10-1 Peachtree. Visalia coming up in the bottom of the 6th. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strachan Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strachan Van Til.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network. Again, happy to have you with us from wherever you may be tuning in from. The news is good if you're a Peachtree fan. They lead 10-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Visalia with some work to do, but they certainly have a formidable lineup that can definitely do some damage and score some runs.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of the lineup here. They just need to get base runners. You can't win it on one home run here, so you got to get a lot of runners.
So now Bo Chesser will lead things off here in the 6th. Bo Chesser, Rios, and Chua will be your scheduled hitters here this inning. Chesser's got to get something done here to get some base runners on. First pitch from Camrath, excuse me. Pitch is outside, so it is called a strike, though, so 0-1. That one is a strike on the outer edge to Chesser. 0-2. And Camrath really kind of feeling in a groove here right now.
Yeah, he's hitting this right out of the outside corner. It just keeps breaking. So sometimes
this one right back up the middle, stopped by Camrath. He picks it up. The throw to first is in time. Incredible.
Yeah, great reaction there. Gets the glove down, stops the ball, tracks it down. Solid throw to first base.
This will bring up, I believe, a pinch hitter. I don't know if this is... Nope, it is Rios, okay. So we may see a pitch limit come up here for Camrath at some point. We'll see. That pitch is a strike. Rios singled his last time up. Looking to do the same here, trying to just get some base runners. That one comes inside for a ball. So 2-1 the count here to Rios. That one misses outside.
Yeah, that may be why we saw somebody warming up down the thing. He might be getting to the pitch limit. If you get a couple runners on.
But I believe he does get to finish the batter. So if he is at that limit, which I believe he is right now. I believe he is at that 85 pitch limit right now, but he gets to finish the batter. This one back up the middle, off the bump and into center field. So Rios does what he's got to do. The throw to first, not in time. Rios gets the one out knock and gets a base runner, and we will have to see a pitching change here.
Yeah, Rios just rocketed that right back up the middle.
Jace Rios out there coming in to slide to get the bats. Can't go this game without giving Jace Rios, the young man wearing number 2 on his jerseys, the bat boy for Visalia, coming in and getting all those bats. Comes in, slides, does a great job. He got some recognition when earlier in one of these tournament games. So we'll see the pitching change. We will step aside. You are watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports as we're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. Chua is the scheduled hitter here. He's the new catcher for Visalia, and Jack Peters awaits on deck as well. So 1 on, 1 out.
So this was one of the earlier hits in the game, too. So
Simmons is on to pitch, by the way, for Peachtree. Camrath goes to third. Palmer to short. Strike one delivered here. Chua got to knock his last time up. That pitch is on the outer edge for a strike. So 0-2. Again, the winner moves on to the World Series championship game a little bit later on this afternoon.
Yeah, not even really holding Rios on, but the stolen base is just one more run. You need a lot of runs, so you need base runners, but I'd like to see him go, stay out of the force out.
Rios is not going. That pitch inside. 1-2. This one lifted and caught and doubled up at first base. The line to Haley, and he tags the runner Rios out and ends the game, and Peachtree wins it 10-1. And we go to a championship game with Peachtree in it. We've got one more semifinal to go, but what a game by Peachtree from Crozet, Virginia.
Yeah, they just constant the whole day. Runners on base, moving them over, getting them in.
A dominant performance by Peachtree. Chase Rios will be one of the leaders for the Visalia team to do the handshake. Absolutely incredible performance. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll crunch the numbers, and we'll give you our award winners on the other side of the break. You're watching the Cal Ripken 11U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 11U World Series here on the Region Sports Network. Peachtree gets the win 10-1 and advances to the championship game of the Cal Ripken 11U World Series. Let's go ahead and get you to our award winners. It's time to name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. They are proud to recognize superheroes on the baseball diamond. Dad, I think this one's pretty obvious where we're going here.
Yeah, Camera, 3 for 4. Just a great performance on the mound.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
He went 5 1/3, giving up just 6 hits, 1 earned run, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. A dominant performance. He went the pitch limit, so he will not be able to pitch in the championship game later, but also went 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 RBIs as well. Just an overall dominant performance from him. So not only with those 7 strikeouts, but 3 hits and 2 RBIs as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. Earned while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374.
Yeah, Henry Miller starts the game off with a home run, gets another double, hit by pitch on all 3 times. Did just a fantastic job, just didn't get enough help just in this game. It just couldn't do it by himself, but he had a miraculous game today.
Yeah, he also was on the bump as well, going 2/3 of an inning and doing a great job on the hill as well. So now we go to our Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a union iron worker.
Yeah, in the bottom of the 5th, we had the double play where they pick the runner off second base. You got a line drive out the left field. Lambert throws it back into Sweeney at second. The double play, 2 on, nobody out. Then shut them down after that. The 2 outs just cut them off.
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive play out from left field. The basket catch out and left, and then the throw into second. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our operations manager is Rich Castillo. Sports director is Mike DeWan. He's floating around the facility here somewhere. Your broadcast crew today, myself, Michael Brenner, along with my dad, Ron Bradner. Zach Zanelli doing a great job on production, and Tony Madrino doing a great job on camera today. So thank you guys. Great work as always. And a special thanks to everyone here, the Crown Point Cal Ripken, along with Adam Whitehouse, the tournament director, and the tournament volunteers. Without everyone's help and coordination, this week would not have gone anywhere as near as smoothly as it somewhat has, despite the weather. So great job by everyone here at Cal Ripken. Of course, all the fans as well